All right, so welcome to this week's top five for the week of May 28th, 2015. I can show you Minneapolis actually.
Yeah, look at that. It's
Yay!
like number five this week is George Catlin's American Buffalo. This is at the Panhandle Plains Museum in Canyon, Texas. I love the Panhandle Plains Museum. It's Prairie Deco architecture. The building is great. The collection is weird and great. George Catlin, 19th century painter. He was there when the West really was the West. He's probably best well known for his portraits of Native Americans. This show is a traveling show organized by the Smithsonian of buffalo paintings and exploring, ye good old days when there were no evil barbed wire fences breaking up the American West.
So number four this week is the Visual Speed Bump tour. It's an art tour in Oak Cliff. This is the 15th annual version of it. This year it's about 30 plus individual artist studios. Some arts organizations are opening up. This is just basically a big open house Saturday walking tour. This year Chuck and George, Oil and Cotton, the Texas Theater has its safe room open. Kim Cadmus Owens has her studio open. So, I mean, it'll be, if we have good weather, God willing, there's...
All right.
Okay.
Number three is all of the openings at Box 13 Art Space in Houston. Chris Souter, the great San Antonio artist, is there. Tom Orr, the great Dallas artist, is there. Arthur Pena, also there. And then Diana Sofia Estrada and Emily Fleischer, who I'm not as familiar with, but I'm curious to see their shows as well. And Box 13, for those of you who don't know, is a great artist-run space. It's a sort of collective over on the east side of Houston.
Hey, number two, we both like this one. This is one of the two concentration shows going on right now at the DMA. Gabe Ritter is one of our still fairly new curators. He's in charge of this series. You've seen one of the artists who's on. I saw the first month. It's called Visualizing the Self After the Internet. This is 8 months, individual solo shows of the videos.
I only saw one. I missed Ryan Treecarton, who was the first video, but I saw John Rathman, who was the second video, who's up still through June 7th. And it was the creepiest and most accurate and insightful and yet interesting to watch exploration of the horror and despair of people basically living their lives on the internet.
Okay, so number one this week is Guitar Drag. This is a Christian Markley piece that he made 16 years ago when he was a resident at Art Pace in San Antonio, and Art Pace is finally going to show it.
Not screen it at the time. This is in response to James Byrd Jr.'s murder, the terrible murder in Jasper, Texas, where James Byrd was dragged behind a pickup truck.
Right.
So this is a response to that event, and I'm a big fan of Markley. I'd love to see this. I will.